G'day guys, Steve with Broken Sprocket. In this video we're going to be stripping down the wheels of my RM125 in preparation for the new wheel build. So let's get started. Okay, these are the wheels for my RM125. We're going to be stripping them right down to the hub, cleaning the hub up. We're going to be re-greasing the wheel bearings because the wheel bearings are actually quite good, but we'll throw some fresh grease in them. We're going to be re-spoking the rims and buying new outer rims for the bike, as well as new spokes and nipples. What colour would you guys do if they were your bike? Would you go with the silver that we have here, gold, yellow or black? Because they're the four choices that I'm looking to do. So leave a comment below and give me your opinion on what you would do if it was your bike. Okay, I've got both wheels pulled down now. I'm going to put them on the truing stand and see how good they actually are as they are, and see if they're buckled or warped or bent or anything like that. It's also a good opportunity to take a photograph with your phone or whatever you've got of the spoke pattern, both sides, on both wheels, just in case they're different each side. Normally the front wheel is the same. Sometimes the back wheel can be different either side, so it's a good idea just to take pictures of that. Now when we spin the wheel, we can see how it gets closer and further away. So this wheel is actually a fair bit out of alignment. Let's test the front wheel. I now have the front wheel on the aligner, and you can see it is also quite a lot out of alignment. So after checking both wheels on the aligner, you can tell that they're actually quite a fair bit out of alignment. So let's pull these wheels down in preparation for the new rims. Okay, I'm going to start by loosening these nipples for the spokes here, loosening them back so I can remove the spokes one by one. I've got a pair of vice grips here. If the nipple is seized onto the spoke, I can just grab the vice grips and still turn. And I also have a wheel spoke spanner set here, which will be used to take the nipples out. Now I'm going to try and save the spokes and these nipples just in case for some strange reason they don't make them anymore for this bike, because I will be using the original hub. And when you have bikes that are getting a bit old, sometimes finding parts can be like the biggest challenge of the whole project, just finding parts for old bikes. I've just attached the vice grips because I've noticed the spoke is just spinning around, so it's not actually coming undone. Now it is. Once you get to a certain point, you'll find it's hard to get the little spoke spanner on the nipple anymore. So just come around to the other side and you'll see it's like got a screwdriver type section here, and you can put a screwdriver in there, and that's where you just turn the rest of it with the screwdriver to take the rest of the nipple off the spoke. And there you are, this nipple has come off from the spoke. Okay, on the back wheel I now have one side completely undone, and this is the disc side, so I want to keep these spokes separate. Did have one mishap. One of them would not let go, and yeah, it just snapped that spoke, so I'm hoping I can get replacement spokes for this wheels, otherwise I'm going to be in some strife. So that's one side done. So all I got to do is give these a little bit of a twist, and out they should come. I'll probably just wait until I get the rest of them out. So this is the disc side, and I want to make sure that these are the same as the other side. Now to flip the wheel over, take the other side out. Okay, now with all the spokes removed from the rim, I can actually remove the outer rim. It's no longer required. And this here is the right hand side of the hub of the back wheel. So I'm going to take one spoke out and have a look at it compared to the left hand side spokes and see if they're the same. This is a spoke from the right hand side of the hub, rear wheel, and this one is from the left. And if we look, well, they both look the exact same. So the hub's probably the same both sides, so that should make life a little bit easier. When you look at the hub, you'll see there's one that's on the under part and one that's over the top. We'll take both out and check if they're both the same size. Okay, this one's over, that one's under, and they are both the exact same size, length and shape and bend. Okay, I've just labelled right side rear wheel, they were the spokes on the right side, and left side rear wheel, they were the spokes that were on the left hand side, and all the nipples are just in the one bag as they would all be the same. Just in case there is a minor difference a little bit later that I haven't noticed, but they both look the exact same, all of the spokes look the same. So here I am with one dirty, filthy, disgusting looking hub. I will need this hub code number to order the parts that I require for this rim. So I'll need to put that number down, take it to my parts supplier, and clean this wheel up, clean these bearings out, re-grease them, and get this hub ready for the new wheel build. Now time to strip this front wheel down. The front wheel is coming undone a lot easier than the back wheel did. It looks as though this may have had an outer rim change at one stage, and it looks like there's anti-seize on the spokes, and they're just coming off so much easier than the back wheel did. The back wheel was very, very difficult to come undone. These spokes are coming undone very easily. If you look at this, I'm barely even putting pressure on it and they're coming straight off. I don't have to use the vice grips on them. Next one. Easy as. They're just coming straight undone straight away. Next one, straight away. Every single one on the back wheel, I had to put the vice grips on the spoke and yank off it like my life depended on it, but these ones are coming off very easy. With all the spokes loosened out, simply remove the outer rim. Now checking the spokes, on the left side there's an upper and a lower. This side was the upper and that was the lower. Put them both together and they're the exact same length and the exact same bend, so no difference there. So that's the left side. Okay, I'm now left with two hubs that are disgusting and need an awesome clean. So that's next on the thing, to give these hubs a clean, and then I'll be servicing the bearings. You have a look at these bearings, they look fairly new. I don't think they've been in them long. When I did the check when I first bought the bike, the bearings on this bike were awesome. Look at that bearing. I think these have been not long replaced. Look at that. They're like brand new. after a crazy amount of cleaning and scrubbing and God knows what, my hubs have actually come up looking quite good. Now I'm just going to service the bearings. I'm going to simply pop the outer casing off and pack it with brand new grease, and that should do these bearings because these bearings are actually very good. Alright, just going to use this little pick here and very gently pop this seal off. Ever so gently. There we go, off. Oh, look at that, they're perfect inside here. I'm just going to put a little bit more in, and I'll be doing that to all of the bearings in here. Just put some more grease on the inside, pop the seal back on. There's heaps already in here. There's not a skerrick of dirt in them. So I think they haven't done too much work, these bearings. Now just carefully put this outer seal back on. You just need to be careful not to damage it and pop it back in place. There we go, on. Now that I've fully stripped these old rims and I'm down to the hubs, it's time to just order the parts for the new wheels, new spokes, new nipples, new rims. What colour rim do you think I should run? Hey, watch this video next, or go to the Broken Sprocket video library and choose another top video. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. After all, it's for free and guaranteed to make your day 20% better. If you're already a subscriber and you're having a bad day, just think it could have been 20% worse. You can also follow Broken Sprocket on Instagram. So, I'll see you in the next video.